Hello, today I read from the book of 1 Samuel, the chapter 15. Chapter 14 it was about Jonathan that he attacks the Philistines, and he had that courage and faith in God. And we saw how Jonathan he was a brave soldier, and yeah. And we saw that Saul made an oath that everyone who will not who will break the law that oath to die, an oath by fasting without do not eat anything, or and they were in a war, and it was very not in a proper way to make that the feast. And Jonathan didn't knew about that oath, and after that all the Israelites started to eat even fresh meat from fresh animals, from alive, I mean almost alive animals, and it was not okay. And Saul saw that they are making a sin because they were eating with blood, and after that they told to all the Israelites to make the sacrifices into that stone, and just after that to eat. And yeah, Saul wanted even to kill his own son because of the oath, and because of the image. He wanted to that God to look at him again like before, to get the trust of God, to have that God to trust him again like before. Even if he made a mistake, he couldn't wait so long, he hadn't that much patience. But now let's see what's happened in the next chapter. Samuel said to Saul, I am the one the Lord sent to anoint you king over his people Israel. So listen now to the message from the Lord. This is what the Lord Almighty says. I will punish the Amalekites for what they did to Israel when they waylaid them as they came up from Egypt. Now go attack the Amalekites and totally destroy everything that belongs to them. Do not spare them. Put to death men and women, children and infants, cattle and sheep, camels and donkeys. So Saul summoned the men and mustered them at Telaim. 200,000 foot soldiers and 10,000 men from Judah. Saul went to the city of Amalek and set an ambush in the ravine. Then he said to the Kenites, Go away, leave the Amalekites, so that I do not destroy you along with them. For you showed kindness to all the Israelites when they came up out of Egypt. So the Kenites moved away from the Amalekites. Then Saul attacked the Amalekites all the way from Havilah. He didn't forget about that, and It was interesting. Havila to Shur. To the east of Egypt. He took Agag, king of the Amalekites, alive. And all his people he totally destroyed with the sword. But Saul and the army spared Agag and the best of the sheep and cattle, the fat calves and lambs, everything that was good. They were unwilling to destroy completely, but everything that was despised and weak, they totally destroyed. Was he listened to the God or just halfway? Then the word of the Lord came to Samuel. I am grieved that I made Saul king, because he has turned away from me and has not carried out my instructions. Samuel was troubled, and he cried out to the Lord all that night. He cared about Saul because he anointed him. Early in the morning, Samuel got up and went to meet Saul. But he was told, Saul has gone to Carmel. There he has set up a monument in his own honor, and has turned and gone out down to Gilgal. When Samuel reached him, Saul said, The Lord bless you. I have carried out the Lord's instructions. Wow. If you didn't say that, you know you are lying. So why do you say such things? But Samuel said, What then is the bleating of sheep in my ears? What is this lowing of cattle that I hear? Saul answered, The soldiers brought them from the Amalekites. They spared the best of the sheep and cattle to sacrifice to the Lord your God, but we totally destroyed the rest. Stop, Samuel said to Saul. Let me tell you what the Lord said to me last night. Tell me, Saul replied. Samuel said, Although you were once small in your eyes, we should be small in our eyes. Did you not become the head of the tribes of Israel? The Lord anointed you king over Israel, and he sent you on a mission, saying, Go and completely destroy those wicked people, the Amalekites. Make war on them until you have wiped them out. Why did you not obey the Lord? Why did you pounce on the plunder and do evil in the eyes of the Lord? But I did obey the Lord, Saul said. I went on the mission the Lord assigned me. I completely destroyed the Amalekites and brought back Agag their king. The soldiers took sheep and cattle from the plunder, the best of what was devoted to God, in order to sacrifice them to the Lord your God at Gilgal. Wow. How can you say that? But Samuel replied, Does the Lord delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as much as in obeying the voice of the Lord? We must be very careful of that. To obey is better than sacrifice, and to heed is better than the fat of rams. For rebellion is like the sin of divination, and arrogance like the evil of idolatry. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he has rejected you as king. Wow. At first, because he had no patience, God said to him, your children and your future children and so on will not be kings anymore because you did not listen to the God. Now another mistake, and because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he has rejected you as king. The ego is very not okay. It's very dangerous thing. Then Saul said to Samuel, I have sinned. I violated the Lord's command and your instructions. I was afraid of the people, and so I gave in to them. Now I beg you, forgive my sin and come back with me, so that I may worship the Lord. He did not like the things, how the things result, or how the result the things. But Samuel said to him, I will not go back with you. You have rejected the word of the Lord, and the Lord has rejected you as king over Israel. Wow. From now on, in the eyes of the Lord, Saul is not a king anymore. God gave him some tests, and he failed. But still, why God still, he anointed him to be the king of Israel, and then to test him after that. As Samuel turned to leave, Saul caught hold of the hem of his robe, and it tore. He didn't want, he didn't like, he didn't accept that failure. Samuel said to him, the Lord has torn the kingdom of Israel from you today and has given it to one of your neighbors, to one better than you. He who is the glory of Israel does not lie or change his mind, for he is not a man that he should change his mind. Saul replied, I have sinned, but please honor me before the elders of my people and before Israel. What? I have sinned, but please honor me before the elders of my people. Wow. Do you want to honor you because you have sinned? What is wrong with you? How can you think like that? You should be punished, not honored by what you did. He had so much ego in him. And before Israel, come back with me so that I may worship the Lord your God. Your God. Why he didn't say, my God? Your God is my God. I mean, the same the God. So Samuel went back with Saul. Wow, Samuel went back with Saul. And Saul worshipped the Lord. Then Samuel said, Samuel had a good heart. He was crying one whole night because of what the Lord had said, that he rejected that he rejected Saul as king. And yeah. Then Samuel said, bring me Agag, king of the Amalekites. Agag came to him confidently, thinking, surely the bitterness of death is past. But Samuel said, as your sword has made woman childless, so will your mother be childless among women. And Samuel put Agag to death before the Lord at Gilgal. Then Samuel left for Ramah, but Saul went up to his home in Gibeah of Saul. Until the day Samuel died, he did not go to see Saul again, though Samuel mourned for him. Samuel didn't. He did not go to see Saul again, but he was always praying for him, for Saul. Though Samuel mourned for him, day and night he was praying for Saul. It's a heavy thing here. And the Lord was grieved that he had made Saul king over Israel. But why? God, you knew everything, so why did you do that? I mean, Saul had a good start, but he failed the test, and he became selfish, and he had so much ego in himself. That position destroyed him. He was a good man. So why God chose him? Wasn't he okay in his place? Why God chose him to be a king over Israel, and that he lost his soul? Wasn't it okay to be like he was before and to not be a king because maybe it was not his place? Yeah, but it was his place. God chose him to be a king, to be the king of Israel, because God saw something in him, saw that heart, that attitude, that character. But he lost himself. And is God wrong, or because of what he did, or how can I say? Or was his test, was Saul test that he failed? Yeah, God give us tests, and sometimes God, why do you give us tests? Because maybe we will fail. Please leave us alone. Leave us on the position we are. Please don't grow us up more, because maybe we will lose our soul. Please leave us in the place we are, maybe, because maybe we will lose. Yeah, but life is changing. You cannot stay forever in one place, in just one place. Life is changing, and you have, even if you want or not, you have tests to make. That's a life. You must choose. You should choose. You are in the choice. In front of you, it comes the choices, and you must choose. Even if you don't choose, it is a choice. That too. Even if you say, I don't do anything anymore, I block the doors, I close the windows, I just stay on my own place, on my own sphere, and I don't care anymore of any other things. Just close myself in me or something like that. But there is a choice too. God, I want you. I need you. But what can I do for you to come at me? I can do nothing because there is nothing that I can do that you to make something. It's your decision. Yeah, maybe sometimes you think, or we think, maybe that will make God look at me. Yeah, but God is God. God knows everything. But even if He likes that you to see that you are trying to be good, to be better, to make this, to make that, He likes that. He wants me. Maybe God says, He wants me. I like that attitude. But still, is there something that you can do? It's just to stay in front of Him and pray. Pray and never give up. God, I need you. God, I want you. God, I need you. I really need you into my life. God, please come at me. Come, be with me. Live with me. Let's live this life together. Hold my hand to cross the life, to keep me in your arms when it's too heavy. God, please, I want to walk with you and that you to walk with me through the way of the life. And through the life. And yeah. Okay. We must always keep the confidence. Keep the image of us small, or to even not think at us anymore, but to think at Him, to look at Him, and then to say, I can do everything because God is with me, because God is powerful. I see God, that He is powerful, that He can do everything, anything He wants, and that there is nothing impossible for Him. I'm not looking at me. I can do this or that. I can do nothing without God. And we must go look at God. We must spot all of the honor unto Him, unto His name, unto God's name. And we should not take any honor for us, because God will not like that. And we will not be good anymore, because the honor is for Him always. I have done this, I have done that, I am I have a name, I have this, I have that. No. If we take the honor of God, because we must put all the honor to God, into God. I have made this. I arrived here because God helped me. I have done this and that, not because of my power, not because I was strong, not because I was wise, not because of me, but because of Him, because of God. We must never take the honor of God for us. We deserve no honor And the only honor we can deserve is that He wants to give us something. But we, even if He is doing that, we should give even that kind of honor for Him. Because of Him, I became like that. Because of His love. Because God loves me. Because God really loves me. And because of that, I arrived here. I am alive here. I am here. And yeah, that's a lesson that we should learn from this chapter. And it's a very important lesson for our life. Okay, that was the chapter. May the God bless me, protect me, and elect me in the next chapter too. And if He wants, you will see me there too. God bless you all, and goodbye.